That.
Hello, everyone. Hello, smart investors all around the world. One of the major questions I get from investors is victory. When is actually the best time to invest into a property? Okay? And what are the things that I should look out for so that when I'm investing into a property, in no short time, I'm getting a very good returns on investment. Investors, today, I'm going to be sharing some of those points while I talk to you about one wonderful estate you need to invest in. My name is Victory Wealth. You're welcome to my channel, Real Estate Investment Guide, where I bring you real estate investment opportunities that are safe, that are secured, in strategic locations that commands high value and brings you huge returns on investment. And if you're out there, you're watching this video today and you're on the channel, you've not yet subscribed to this channel, please, I want you to encourage me because I want to hit 1,000 subscribers in a short while. So like and share this video with as many friends as you can. Subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and remember to turn on your notification bell so that you can always get real-time updates from me. So investors, let's go and let me tell you some of these things. Now, one of the best, in fact the best time to invest into a property is at its pre-launch stage. Okay? And when I say the pre-launch stage, I mean at that point where the developer of the property has not really fully launched the estate. Okay, they are just doing some preliminary work on the estate. And at that time, what they do is they compensate investors who believe in them. Because when you are investing at the pre-launch stage, you are not seeing much work on ground. Okay, you might just be seeing bushes around. Okay, clearing has not been done. At that point, the developer has just acquired the property, and because the developer has just acquired the property, the developer will quickly want to give out few plots so that with whatever funds he's getting from those few plots, he can now begin to do what? Add some value to the property. And I tell people, once value is added to a property, the price of the property goes up. So the developer compensates those early investors by bringing down the price of the property a little bit, sells out a few plots, and that is just the best time to invest. Because once little value is added to the land, the price goes up. And continuously, the price keeps going up. So those who invested at that early stage gets better returns on their investment. And so investors, one of the core things I do is to bring you investment opportunity at its early stage, at that pre-launch stage, so that if you can take advantage of it, you will make better returns on your investment. As we progress on this video, I'm going to give you some of the things you should look out for before investing into a property that can give you better returns on investment. And so today, I am so excited. Come along with me. I want to tell you about the WealthWey Gardens Estate. Okay, the WealthWey Gardens Estate is still in its pre-launch stage. Okay, because the estate has just been acquired. Some little work has been done, like a manual clearing on site. Okay, a corner piece has been placed on site to show signs of possession. Okay, so the WealthWey Gardens Estate is just in its pre-launch stage and is few days to the end of this pre-launch. It's few days to the end of this pre-launch. So if you are getting in contact with this video, you are fortunate to get in contact with this video now, because if you can take advantage, in few days when this estate is being launched, the value of this property is going to be appreciating with at least 25%. Okay, now before I even tell you the price of the WealthWey Gardens. I'm going to give you some reasons why you need to invest in the WealthWey Garden. Now, the first reason, and one of the things you should always look out for, is the location of the property and the proximity of the property to major development. Now, one thing about this estate, the WealthWey Gardens, is the WealthWey Gardens is at a T-junction. It has two roads connecting to it. Now, this is one of the roads where I'm standing on. This is going to be one of the roads. Then I'm going to show you the second road. Okay, just come with me. Now, this is going to be the second road into the WealthWey Garden. So it has two major roads. So where I'm standing currently is a connection between the first road, which is this way. We have other estates to that side, and this is the second road. Okay, and the entrance is also going to be here. So you can see the corner piece. The corner piece is there because possession is being taken. Now, the WealthWey Gardens is one place that has, you know, high potentials for appreciation in value. Now, let me quickly talk about this location. Where I am currently is Ketu Epe, and in Ketu Epe there is a lot of ongoing development projects. Number one, 2 weeks ago, the Lagos State government just commissioned one of the largest logistics hub here in Ketu Epe, and the Lagos State government promised that this project is going to create wealth for over 5 million individuals. And listen, these 5 million individuals, they are going to need places they are going to stay because they are going to be working there. And WealthWey Gardens is less than 5 minutes drive to that logistics hub. That is why you should own an investment here, because that project alone is going to drive the value of properties around this area. Now, talking about the location again, the WealthWey Gardens is in close proximity to major higher institutions around. The WealthWey Gardens is less than 3 minutes drive to the Grace Polytechnic. Okay, we also have the St. Augustine University. We have the Yaba Tech Epe campus. We also have the Lagos State Epe campus, also here in Ketu Epe. We also have the Atlantic All School, a major private university. So the WealthWey Gardens is in close proximity to these places. Now, another thing that drives the value of your property is the proximity to a major road. Now, the WealthWey Gardens is less than 2 minutes drive to this major road. You can see is a major road that is connecting all the way from IJEBU-ODE into the Ibeju Lekki axis, and this is where major vehicles from the east or ROI will be carrying the Dangote products. And so this same road has been awarded to Dangote for reconstruction, and this reconstruction has already started from the IJEBU-ODE axis. It's going to be a 4-lane road. Investors, trust me, once this road is completed, you will hardly get a property in this axis for 10 million naira. Trust me, you will hardly get a property for 10 million naira. So the best thing for you to do now is look at this development that is coming in. Come in and buy as many plots as you can. Position yourself and wait for the development to fully come in. And before you know, you'll be the one smiling to the bank. So the location and its proximity is one good reason why you should invest here in the WealthWey Garden. Now, how about proximity to an health facility? Now, the WealthWey Gardens, just at the roundabout, we also have an health center at the roundabout. And the Lagos State government is also building a massive hospital there. So the WealthWey Gardens is less than 5 minutes drive to the health center. How about security? The WealthWey Gardens is also in close proximity to the police station here in Ketu. Okay, so these are some of the things you should be looking at when you want to invest. So the WealthWey Gardens has taken care of all that. Now, what other things should you look at when you want to invest into a property? It is the safety and the security of your investment. And this lies on the kind of title you're going to be getting on the land. Okay, now most of the properties here in Epe are freehold properties, but are designated for either forestry, they are designated for either agriculture, or they are designated for either residential. And as your realtor, one of the things I do majorly is to ensure that I carry out due diligence on the property. I come to site with the surveyor, he picks his coordinate, he carries out his land search in Alausa, and until that property passes the check mark. One of the check marks is that it must be for a residential purpose. That is when I can now 100% bring it out to you to invest in. And so this is one of the things I've done here in the WealthWey Gardens. Okay, it is a property designated for residential purpose. So your investment here is with peace of mind. And one thing to back that up is that it's coming with a registered survey in your name. A lot of people will not know this. There are two types of survey. There's a provisional survey, there's a registered survey. But at the WealthWey Gardens, as a client, you are getting a registered survey in your name. Because it is only when you get a registered survey that you can be able to apply for building approval at the Lagos State office. Okay? So with a registered survey, it means the government is giving full approval and guarantee that you can invest here. And that is why the Lagos State government can give a registered survey in your name. So as a client, you are getting a registered survey at the WealthWey Gardens. That means your investment here is secured. Now, a lot of people will be saying this place is still quite bushy. What is happening? I'll put a link in the video in the description below to a video I did with the MD of the Light City. The Light City is a vision to build a 1,000 units of 2-bedroom fully detached and 3-bedroom fully detached here in Ketu Epe. And the WealthWey Gardens is about 3 minutes drive to that project. Now, one thing the MD said is, when he came into Ketu Epe last year, nobody wanted to come into this place. He started selling lands in the Light City for 500,000 naira. And he closed the sales of land this year for 3 million naira. And that means 500% returns on investment for investors who believed and invested in Ketu Epe. And I always tell people, it is only in real estate you can get 500% returns on investment. It is only in real estate you can get 1,000 returns on investment. Okay, I also put a link to a video I did with a woman that missed out on a property at Beechwood Estate, and that property few years after had over 1,000 returns on investment. And so that is why I'm saying come and invest here in the WealthWey Gardens. So investors, another key reason why you should be investing here at the WealthWey Gardens is the topography of the soil itself. The WealthWey Gardens, as you see in the video, is a complete 100% dry land. And when you want to build here in the WealthWey Gardens, you don't really need to spend money on sand filling. On the WealthWey Gardens, you're going to have a solid foundation when you are building. So it saves you the cost of doing your piling or your sand filling. Also, here at the WealthWey Gardens, one thing that excites me the most is seeing my client getting their property handed over to them physically. And so here at the WealthWey Gardens, you're going to be getting an instant physical allocation once you've made payment for the cost of the land and other statutory fee. Your property will be handed over to you physically, and you can just come take possession of your property, put a corner piece around it or a dwarf fence around it. So investors, I don't want you to miss out on the pre-launch of the WealthWey Gardens. To create wealth for the future. You want to create wealth, transferable wealth to the next generation. Are you looking for where you will put your money? And when you are in your 50s, you are in your 60s, what you are invested in now will be what will sustain you. And you can transfer that wealth to the next generation. Then you should be buying some properties here in the WealthWey Gardens. I don't want to talk so much. The WealthWey Gardens, how much is the WealthWey Gardens going for? The WealthWey Gardens market value currently is 1.2 million naira. Now, trust me, in this locality, in this vicinity, in this environment, there are properties selling for 1.5 million. There are properties selling for 1.8 million. There are properties selling for 1.2 million naira as we speak. But because this is on its pre-launch, you'll be getting a plot here for just 800,000 naira. 800,000 naira, and it's just few days to the end of this pre-launch. Investors, one of the best things you can do now is to pick up your phone, reach out to me either by chat or by call so that I can help you secure a few plots here in the WealthWey Gardens. And as I would always say, don't just buy one plot. One of the biggest regrets a lot of investors have is that they bought just one plot. And when the value has increased so much, they'll start saying, Kai, if I had known, I would have bought 2 plots. If I have known, I would have bought 4 plots. If I have known, I would have bought 1 acre. So I always tell you, if you have the financial capacity, don't just buy one plot, buy more than one plot. 2 plots, 4 plots, 6 plots. So that when the value appreciates so much, you can sell it off when the place has fully developed and use that money to do what? Create more cash flow for yourself. Investors, I tell you always, the city where you are staying today was once a bush like this. This bush you're looking at today is gradually becoming a city. Buy it when it is a bush. In the part of development, when it becomes a city, you'll be so excited you do so. My name remains Victory Wealth. Thank you for watching this video to the end. And as usual, investors, God bless you. As I said, like and share, like and share, like and share. Thank you very, very much. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you and bye.